Today we are taking one of the finest adventure tours in all of Hawaii. This is the kayak and hike to Secret Falls out of Kapa'a in Kauai. In this video I'm going to give you a quick rundown of when to go, what to wear, and most importantly what the timeline is for kayaking and where you get off, and then what the timeline is for the hike to the falls and return. So stay tuned. We're going to show you the trip in detail, and it wouldn't be Kauai without chickens. Our day is starting with a company called Bring Me a Kayak. That's about 2 minutes away from the launching point in Kapa'a, and that's where we are renting our kayak and all the gear. They're going to start off giving you a safety briefing. They're going to explain all of the gear, and then they're going to load the kayak on top of your car. Nice and simple. They've got the rubber bumpers to protect everything. All the gear is in the trunk right now, and now they're going to strap it down tight. Like I said, you've only got a 2-minute drive over to the launch point, but hey, you'd better make sure that is a safe 2 minutes, and they did a great job here. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Now let's go in and look at the shop right there. There's a telephone number. There's some of the prices. Let's go in. One of the great things about the shop here, they have a map board right there showing you bottom right where they are, the launch site, and then the kayak going up the river, where the river branches, left to go to the Fern Grotto and the swimming hole, and right to go over to the landing beach for the hike to Secret Falls. And then the white trail is the actual trail itself you follow to get up to Secret Falls. All right, now that everything's loaded up, we're going to head over to the state park launch area. It's about 2 minutes away. That was a good bathroom you saw there with showers, so you can clean up when you get back. Now, one of the basic questions is, when should you go? Well, that's going to depend on whether you're taking a tour or you're going to do this self-guided, and then what day of the week and what time of the day. Bottom right there, I'm showing you a timeline to tell you how long it took us. All right, so if you're taking a tour, if you're not comfortable with your own kayak abilities or sure of the trail, take a tour. Tours are only given Monday through Friday. That's a new change, and that is something you need to pay attention to. You can go there anytime you want on your own if you have your own kayak, or rent it from a local place as we did. We chose to go on a Saturday to avoid the crowds, and it worked out very well for us. The other thing is time of day. The earlier you can go, the better. Crowds don't start getting in there till later. So we were at the shop at 8 o'clock, launched about 8:30. Took us 40 minutes to get up to the turn in the river, and 45 minutes to hit the landing area. Now, once you're at the landing area, pull your kayak up high in case the river rises, and pay attention to these signs. These signs are there because people have died doing this. So just pay attention to what's going on and you'll be fine. So 9:25, we're starting the hike. You can see the trail is pretty good here, but what should you wear? The main thing is, what type of footwear should you wear? The trail looks good there, but it isn't always that way. I wore a high-end quality flip-flops, and they did okay. I recommend something more like a Teva shoe that is actually strapped to your foot, and you'll be fine. Tennis shoes would be okay, just they're going to get muddy, they're going to get wet. So if you have a good pair of walking sandals, that's probably the best thing. Notice the rocks there. They're not sharp, but there are quite a few of them. 7 minutes into the trail's going to end, and you're going to look around and say, now what? Well, the now what part is you're going to cross that river. One thing I want to note is, if there's heavy raining, and it doesn't even have to be near you, it can be back up in the mountains, this river area is subject to flash flooding. And there has been some tragedies there, so pay attention. Don't cross it if there's heavy rain in the area, or if you're hearing thunder up in the mountains. But if it is safe, go ahead and cross it, and as you're crossing, take a look at the water. You may see some rainbow trout. Yep, rainbow trout in Kauai. I was surprised too when I saw it. So anyway, you cross the river, make some good choices as to how you get up the bank, and then just enjoy the hike. Take a look at the flowers and take a look around you as you go. It is a very enjoyable walk. And there's a few parts that are a little dangerous, if you will, but mostly it's a very good walk. And about 17 minutes into the walk, you're going to come to a boardwalk. This wasn't here last time we were there, but this makes the walk so much easier and enjoyable. Somebody put a lot of work into it, and they did a great job. As you can see, it's a little steep on one side, so if you go when it's crowded, you might get some interesting transition points. So go early. That is my best advice. Go early so that you have the trail and you have the falls to yourself when you get there. Most importantly, just enjoy the hike, enjoy the walk. It is not strenuous. It's about a mile walk, mostly flat. There is some uphill, but nothing significant. Watch out for these roots. We're 36 minutes into the trail now. We're not walking fast. We're enjoying ourselves. Just pay attention to your footing. Enjoy the little waterfall right there. And then when you get to the other side, you got to climb up some roots. I found the roots to be fairly strong, but make sure that you test your footing and the strength of the root before you put your weight on it. About a minute later, you're going to get to a sign that says end of the trailhead. Well, that's not good. Well, look to your left. There will be a trail marker telling you to go up. And this is probably the most dangerous, if you will, part of the whole thing. This is about an 8 or 9 foot mud wall right here. But just follow the old rock climber's guide. Use 3 points of contact. 2 feet, 1 arm, 2 arms, 1 foot. Just make sure you have good contact. As soon as you get there, you'll have another little stream to cross. Same rule about flash flooding right there. Pay attention. And then, 42 minutes in, we get our first glance of the falls. And that's pretty exciting. It's a beautiful area. Just enjoy it. There's the falls again. A few more minutes, and you'll get to the falls themselves. It's about a 120-foot waterfall. It's called Secret Falls, but there's no secret to it. Everybody knows about it, and it's going to get crowded. So it's a 45-minute kayak and a 45-minute hike here. And yes, they have the ubiquitous Kauai chickens there. Well, once you're there, enjoy and relax. Have a good time in the pool, as we did. I will let you know, though, the water in late March was 66 degrees. So while we enjoyed it, we did not enjoy it for all that long. It was a little bit chilly, but by golly, it's beautiful. And getting there early, you can have some alone time or nearly alone time. Wait a little bit longer, and that's going to be full of people. But hey, while you're there, just enjoy the view, take it all in. Whether you got new friends you're making there or not, hey, enjoy it. There was one other couple while we were there, but they were leaving, and no big deal. Hey, as I said, they have chickens, but beware. Make sure you safeguard your food, because those guys are expert food thieves, and they will get into your bags and take your food if you leave it open. Well, we spent about 45 minutes there, so we're going to head back. 11:17, the launch site, and as you can see, there's quite a few groups heading up there now. The weather's nice, but beware. It's a 45-minute paddle back to the launch site as well, and that's because the afternoon trade winds are coming in. So my best advice for this trip is sit in back, have your wife sit up front, and tell her what a great job she's doing paddling. That way you can just enjoy the view. All right, just kidding. I couldn't film and paddle at the same time, so I did do a little bit of paddling. Anyway, hey, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, I am enjoying retirement.